Thank you guys for joining me this morning. I'm so excited to be here. I just love Tuesday mornings. So, this month's topic is manifestation. Now, I'm going to be 100% completely transparent and honest. I'm working on my manifestation. I'm not a master yet, and I'm working on it. I'm testing things. I'm testing spirit. I'm trying different things. I am shedding. I'm learning that there's a lot of things that you have to actually get down and dirty with manifesting in your own heart, because it's not as simple as I once believed. Oh, well, you just believe it, right? And it comes true. Like, okay, think about it. Yes, I think about it. Okay, where's it at? That's kind of how I was feeling. And I thought, well, this isn't easy, or, and then I'd start to go down this negative thinking pattern. And then that's just not good and where I need to be either. So one of the things that I want to mention is when manifesting. So, okay, you have a goal and you really want to achieve this goal. If you have those thoughts that are going to bring you down, like, I really want this. Yeah, you want this. Yes, you want to move in this direction. You want to succeed. You want this. Let's say a house, okay? You want to move, and you want to move. You think about all the good things that can come with this house and the opportunity to move. However, mixed in with those thoughts is how much you despise this house, the house you're living in, the atmosphere that you're living in, the building. Maybe the building's too small, maybe the house is too small, and the kitchen's outdated, and the bathroom's not big enough. And you think about these things, and you kind of like, maybe your basement floods, and it rained really bad last week, and now it's flooding again. And now you're thinking, God, I want to move. I hate this house. I hate this house. I hate this house. Which are you feeding more? That I hate this house, or I want to move, and this is where I'm focusing. Am I focusing on this is what I have to deal with to get to this? And so there's a shift there, and there's a delicate balance I'm learning. I'm not telling you anything that I have. I wish I could say I'm like the manifesting genius and I can just do it like bibbity bobbity boo, but I'm working on it. And so with manifesting, what I've learned is you have to stay. It's not like you're, okay, so it sort of is, spirit. It's like, so it's not like being fake about it and trying to trick yourself, although it kind of is, because it's retraining your thoughts to think about the positive. Because when you think about the positive, you're automatically raising your vibration. When you raise your vibration, you're kind of matching what it is that you're wanting, because what you're wanting is an improvement. And so in order to get your improvement in your life, you kind of have to match that frequency. And it's tricky. And we're in here in the 3D. We've got all these emotions and like these feelings and these things that happen that are like flooding your basement. Not exactly a fun opportunity. Not going to bring you good feelings of joy. But it's happened. So you have to deal with it. And sometimes universe throws us these things and it's like a test. We're being tested, and we're being tested to see. It's almost like an attitude check. It's almost like, if you think about it, as the universe is the parent and we are the children, and you tell your child something, and just to see like how are they going to react. It's like attitude check. It's how bad do you really want this, and are you going to throw a fit when you don't get what you want? So it's definitely a process, and I know for myself, I made the mistake of thinking that it was super simple and like, oh, well, I'm just not doing it right, because when I read about it, it just seems so basic. And instead of, I just was like, okay, yeah, I want that. And it's almost like I think, and this is my bad, but like, I almost feel like I was trying to order off of a menu. Like, yes, I'll have the salad with ranch, please. Hold the croutons, like, hold the chaos. I want this, but hold the chaos. It's not a menu. You don't just get to order what you want. And so one of the things that I have been working with myself is finding the piece of where it is that I am in this now moment and still holding my, what's the word? They're giving me the feeling, but it's like holding my intentions and my vision up high at that dream of what it is that I really, really want, and trying not to look at the things that are holding me back or the things that I feel are holding me back, because really maybe they're not. Maybe they're just little hiccups in the road, because if I would have soared right there, it wouldn't have been the time. The time was wrong. So there's all kinds of different things that can come into play. But what I'm trying to say is, when you are really working on manifesting something, please, 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 please watch what you're thinking. Watch what you're feeding yourself in your dialogue diet. Your dialogue diet is going to really, 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 I'm sorry, they're laughing at me. It's going to really make or break the manifestation. And part of the dialogue diet can be being thankful and showing how much you appreciate how far you've come. And I can't tell you, again, I'm going to talk about journaling. When you journal through life, when you journal through a situation, or a manifestation, you can see how far you've come, because you can flip back and look at the beginning and go, yeah, I can see. Like for myself, I can see where it was, where I was just like, I'll have a salad with ranch, hold the croutons. Like, and to now where I'm like, I got my sleeves up. I'm really working on myself. And some of those things that are coming out of myself are my own fears and doubts. Some of them, which are subconscious. And so by knowing that some of my fears or some of my things that are holding me back are things that I really wasn't even aware of on the surface. And so it's more of an opportunity to do more work and clear more, so that you can make room for more. So as you're manifesting this bigger and better thing, or this dream or this goal, there's also some stuff you don't want to bring along with you, and because it just doesn't match. And so from my experience, is the only experience that I have is my own, but from my experiences, I'm learning that I can't take some of these things with me where I'm going, because it just doesn't match the vibration. Like, for example, if you are an intuitive and you signed up for the intuitive intensive, there was a lot of shedding that we had to get to the end of the program. But when we got to the end of the program, that's what we were manifesting. I wanted to be connected with my intuition. I wanted to understand these gifts that God has given me. I wanted to be able to feel better about myself. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I didn't know that once I did the work, I'd feel better in my own skin. I'd feel better about myself. I'd have a better, I'd be more confident, have a higher self-esteem, because I felt connected to me as who I am. So getting a little off topic on that, but these are the things that you need, that has to happen. This is the process of manifestation that not a lot of people talk about, is that messy little middle where we're like, and we throw a temper tantrum because we're not getting it right away. And I'm impatient and I want it now, like yesterday. And that's just not the way it works. And so that's one of the things that I'm learning. And I don't know if you guys have any tips and tricks that you want to share too, but it's definitely a process. And sometimes I hate it, and sometimes I call my friends and I'm like, this is stupid, I hate it, and I throw a fit and I get it out of my system, and they like scrape me back together, and they're like, listen, do you not realize da 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 da? And so I want to encourage you guys. I know this month is manifestation. We're talking about all kinds of different ways to do it, and all the broadcasters are talking about awesome things. And it's funny because I saw this theme coming up for this month, and I really started working on this about a month and a half, 2 months, 3 months ago. And so I was like, oh, what am I going to have to offer? Like, I'm just in the trenches of trying to figure it all out. And so I just want you guys to understand that don't give up because it's not happening right now. Your main job right now in the middle of manifesting is to stay moldable. And the more you can say, yes, yes, Spirit, let's do it. Okay, okay, all right, that wasn't the right thing, or this isn't the right time. Okay, what do you have for me? So when I was getting ready to transition my job, I went down real fast. Like I was miserable in my work. Multiple layers of the reason. It wasn't just one big reason. It was multiple, and I just couldn't figure out how to get out of it. And no matter where I looked, it felt murky. And it took me literally to a really low point where I was like, I mean, I literally was bawling, and I surrender. Like, I can't do it anymore. I cannot do this. I don't like what's going on. I don't like who I am. I'm crabby. I'm miserable. Like, I hate this. I hate everything about it is just awful. Help me. Help me. And so I shifted one small shift every day. All right. I'm still here. There's a reason I'm still in this crappy situation. Use me. What is it that you want me to do? I don't have a clue. Amanda does not know what to do in this position. And so that's where God really started telling me, like, this is what you want. This is how I want you to do. And find the one, make it your purpose to shift your thinking, to find that one thing that brings you a bright side. Because if you brighten somebody else's day, it's going to come back. It's going to brighten yours. And that's just the way our light worker hearts work. You know, we just want to serve, we want to give. But when we feel depleted, we can't manifest when we're depleted. So again, watching your dialogue diet, watching what you allow yourself to participate in, all of those things are all connected into manifesting to get where you want to be, to do what you want to do, to achieve that goal that you want to have. So, I mean, I know this is a whole lot of I feel like this is a whole lot of mumble jumble words, but this is how my manifestation has been looking. And so once I connected, once I shifted my perspective of this sucks to what is it that you want me to do? It seemingly on the outside got worse because where I worked kind of just disassembled, like the wheels started popping off, clients started going on, like everything. And then I was done. And when I finally got the word, you're done, I wasn't sure. Like, I panicked for a slight second because I actually made it. Then I ended up realizing there's a fear of success. There's another layer. So there goes that layer. Welcome to your new layer. And so working through that, again, I've just realized again, it's not about me. It's not. It's why I was given these gifts. It was why I'm being able to be given a voice. It's why I have been given an opportunity to share my light, to share my gifts. My heart is starting to get swishy because this is like my passion. And once you find your passion, there's no stopping you. There's no stopping you. Once you connect in that way, there's no stopping you. And so work through those things and trust that they're all going to unfold in the perfect timing for you so that you will be able to see once you get there how much it was all necessary, how much all those struggles were necessary, because they will teach you along the way. And that's what this whole journey is about. Learning, unlearning, doing, loving, and refocusing. Have that grace for yourself. Have grace for those around you because they're doing the same thing. And just trust. And if you have to come back to center 100 times a day and say, all right, reshift, reshift, reshift. The universe sees that, and it's that energy that you're putting out. And even if you go to the side where you're like, if you can call yourself back, the universe will recognize that. And they know you're trying. So don't give up. Don't give up. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you guys because we're never going to get to the finish line. Not in a bad way. I'm not trying to like shoot down your hopes and dreams, but we aren't ever going to be completely done. And once we can learn to be okay with the fact that I'm always going to want to be better, I'm always going to want to do better, I'm always going to want to help more people, but I have to realize is that what's in right in front of me in this now moment is what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. And sometimes that sucks because we're like, but I don't want to. Well, sometimes that's what's necessary in order to get to the other side. So if you guys can just hang on a little bit longer, I promise it gets better. Manifesting, you just got to keep on that straight and narrow. And if you journal, it'll help you because you will see from day to day how you grow. You will see from day to day how your mind shifts and changes. So I just want to encourage you guys to keep going. Keep going. You can do it. All right. And if you guys need help too, you could always contact me and I will be happy to work with you one-on-one.